Hey, what's going on? I'm Steve. Hope you're having an awesome day today. This is part one of a 5-part series where we're going to learn the most searched for songs of all time on YouTube, the Classic Rock Guitar Lessons Edition. These are songs that your friends and your family, everybody knows them, and they're really easy to play. Right there, you heard me start off with Bad Moon Rising by CCR, and then I transitioned it into House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. So most of them are just chords, easy going. I'll show you a couple of the extra notes like this. Very cool. I'm going to make it super easy. Now, before we get going, be sure to hit subscribe so you can stick around for parts 2, 3, 4, and 5 that are coming up. Hit the alarm, the bell if you want to get notified. And, while you're at it, it'd be nice. It's my birthday coming up, so maybe hit the like button, hype it up, and it'll spread the word. So let's get right to this thing. All right, like I always do for fun, let's count them down from number 5 to number 1. Starting us off, it's the Kinks, You Really Got Me. I did it a couple different ways right there because I'm showing you some easier ways, some normal ways. It takes a lot of stamina. The chords aren't that hard, but just to keep grinding and keep on pace. So technically it's all bar chords the whole time, but I did some individual notes which will, relieve your hand a little bit. So it's really in G major like this, but it starts off with this F major power chord, just the low notes of that thing. So first fret of the low E string, and then third fret of the A and D strings, like that, and then slide it up 2 frets to really is what a G major right here. And if you get going fast, well, not fast, but get the beat, the rhythm, you get some palm muting going on, sort of stop it like that. And again, the easier way to do it would be the first fret to the third fret, like that, of the low E string. Palm mute a little bit. So you're just hitting one string right there, but it sounds, pretty good like that. Then when it goes, oh yeah, it goes A major, and I hit an A major this time. If you want to take a break from the power chords, you can just lay your finger down, play the low part of an A major, and then put this finger on the third fret of that low E string. All I'm doing is keeping the A right here and adding that on the third fret of the low E string and palm muting it with an A major. Now again, if you want to play it the real way, it's a bar chord. Like that, same shape. You basically just took that one, went up 2 frets, and slid it up to an A major right here. And then when it goes, oh yeah, it's D major. Now again, an easier way to do it would be a D major where you go on like this. Just play a D major, but it sounds better with power chords. So now you're on the 3rd fret of the A string, 5th of the D and G, and you're sliding up 2 frets. So you're basically going from a C major power chord to the D major right there. So, after a couple of those, it goes back down to a C major, bar chord, and then you're back into the G like this. Moving on to number 4, let's do House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. What a cool song this one is. So it's in A minor, and they call it an arpeggio when you do this little sweeping. Starting with the A minor, the low notes, and you're going up to the high ones and coming back down to the low ones right here. So an A minor, I play mine with 2 fingers like that, hit the low part of an A minor and sort of strum those and hit the high E string right there and walk it back down to the B, G, D strings like that. So see that? I'm hitting the low A string. If you haven't done this before, practice this. Like that, you hit the low A string twice, and on that second one, you come up and then walk it back down. Then you just go through these chords like this. A minor, C major, D major, F. Now you can hit the F with the full low notes, but I think the guy playing it on the record it starts on that D string of an F major and then A minor. And at the very beginning, it goes right to an E7. It's like an E major, you know, except you're hitting the open D string, A minor, back to E7. And then it goes in New Orleans, D, F. You know, if you want to just strum it a little bit, you can. A minor, C major, E7. So you can strum it like that or constantly do the A minor, C major, D, F, A minor, E7th, A minor, E7th, and it keeps cycling all throughout those chords the whole song. All right, at number 3, let's learn Bad Moon Risin' by CCR. But before I show you the real thing, check out my channel for the minor version, which was featured on the show Wednesday on Netflix. It's very cool. Very unique, and I've got a super beginner-friendly version on my channel. Search for that. But let's do the real thing real quick. It goes like this. It's in D major, but the iconic bar chord is up here, where you start off like that. So it's the 5th fret of the A string, and then 7th of the D, G, and B strings, and goes. And to do that, give the first one a pop and release the tension over here, or you can use a palm muting, but it makes it staccato, and the second one rings out. Then you come up and go like that, up, down like that. And that leads you into an A major, to a G major, to the D major, like that. Now you can play a regular A major and a regular G major, but the bar chord sounds cool because you're getting that 5th fret of the high E string. So low, high on the A and the G to a D. And it goes, I see the bad moon rising. So it's same chords, ready? D, A, G, D. And it goes, don't go around tonight. That's G for it. D major, A7th. You can do a regular A major, but I think A7th is what they do on the record. There's a bad man, G major on the rise, D major. Those are the only chords throughout the whole song, but I'll give you some of the fun extra notes. When you're jamming in D, use these fingers on the D major, that one on the 2nd fret of the G string, and this one on the 3rd fret of the B string, and you go like this. Like that. So you're hitting the D major right here, and that 3rd fret of the B string, and add this to the 4th fret of the G string, back to the 2nd fret, and then take this finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and slide it up to the 4th, and then do that progression again that I just showed you a second ago. So very cool when you do it fast. Just sort of pick around it like that. Then when it goes, don't go around tonight, G major, in the chorus part or in the solo part, it goes, it's very nice. You take a regular D major and go up here to the 7th fret and add your pinky to the 10th fret and back off, and then you go to D major like that. And then when it goes to the A major, instead of doing a regular A7th, this is sort of in that middle chorus or guitar solo part, it goes. That's pretty sweet. So it's an A major bar chord, the same thing we did, but this time you add your pinky to the 7th fret of the B string and back off. Down to the G, and that time you're adding from the 3rd to the 5th and back off of the B string to the D. And then one real quick, one of the times when you're right about to go to a G major, it goes like this. I don't know if that's really in the song, but it's a CCR style lick. That one is on the 6th fret, hammered onto the 7th fret of the B string, and then hit the 7th fret of the high E string. So you basically leave the 6th of the B and the 7th of the E, but hammer on that 7th of the B string. And that would happen like this. What a cool song. All right, at number 2, this one is overplayed, but who cares? Love it or hate it, it's Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. Very nice. I just showed you 2 ways to play it. One is sort of all fretted notes. The other one starts open. Let's try that one. So it's in G major or G, sort of minor major, whichever. You hit the open D string and open G string. And now you go to the 3rd fret of the D and G, and then 5th fret of the D and G. Super simple. Just open, 3rd, 5th. Do it again. This time you go to the 6th of the D and G, down to the 5th. 3rd, 5th, 3rd, open, like that. Super simple, like that. Now if you want to do the bar chord version or the, fretted, you're on the 5th fret of the A and D strings and go 3rd, same, and now you're doing basically, instead of open to start it off with, you're simply replacing it with those 5th frets right there. Everything else is the same. Pretty nice. And then the verse goes like this. You get maybe a bar chord, power chord, G major. So it's G, F, G. So it just hangs out on G. Into the chorus right here, it's smoke, fire in the sky. So this time you go to a C major. It's a C major, but you really hit a power chord right here. Smoke on the water, and that's a G sharp major or an A flat major, whichever one you want. So 3rd fret of the A string and 5th of the D and G, and then 4th fret of the low E string, and then 6th fret of the A and D strings right there. So fire in the sky. Something like that. C, A flat major, and after that it sort of gets back into this. Jack Black would be happy you're learning this one. And coming in at number 1, probably the most searched for guitar lesson of all time on YouTube, regardless of genre, it's Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Beginning right here, G major, and I'll show you all the chords in a second, but let's do these intro notes. Since you're in a G major, you got your finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and then hit the open A string, and hammer it onto the 2nd fret right there. So then the open D string, and then go into an E minor, hit that note, the 2nd fret of the D string, and then hit the low E right there. So you're sort of going like that. But what you want to do, whether you use 2 fingers on your E minor or 1 finger like I do, you hit the 3rd fret of the B and E strings. That's one of the keys of this song. So when you play the E minor with the 3rd fret of the B and E, that high E, it gives that kind of sound, and that's what's needed. So strum it a couple times like that. Isn't that nice? Then you go, you got your fingers right here. You already got this finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Hit that, and then the open G, back to the 2nd fret of the D, and then open D string. And now you hit the low part of a G major, and then back to the high part of a G major, but you include that B string. That's the key. The 3rd fret of the B string is the key to this whole song, really. So one more time. That's it again. And this time it goes 2nd fret of the D string, open D string, 2nd fret of the A string, and then open A string. And now lay your finger down flat to an A major. You're basically putting this finger on the 2nd fret of the D and G strings, but leaving this finger laying down on the 3rd fret of the B and high E strings. Like that, and hitting the A note right here. Try not to hit the low E string. Then do a G major. G major with that B string on the 3rd fret again. Then it goes C major, C, so you think you can, D major, Heaven from Hell, A minor, Blue Skies from G, Can You Tell a Green Field, D, From a Cold Steel, C major, A Smile from a Veil, A minor. He uses an A7th a lot instead of a regular A minor. You can use either one, but the open G string right there. So it's an A minor with the open G string. Smile from a Veil. Do you think you can tell? G. Did they get you to trade? C major. Your Heroes for D. Hot Ashes for A7th. Cool Breeze, G. Cold Comfort for Change, D. And Did You Exchange, C. A Walk on a Part in the War, A minor, or A7th, for a lead role in a cage, G major. And that is it. Then it goes and kicks right back in to the whole thing. What a really cool song. I'd love to hear how you did on that one, and tell me which one of the bunch is your favorite, which one was the hardest, and give me some more suggestions. I've got 4 more going in this series, so again, be sure to subscribe and like and hit the hype button and all that to spread the word. And I'll see you around here if you hit the alarm bell, ding the bell for an alert on your phone when part 2 comes out soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you around the channel. See ya.